Tonight on CTV, a new market opened in Fort Collins with a unique business model. We'll tell you more later on.
Plus, find out what brought all 32 NFL scouts to CSU this week.
And this baby shark is making waves at CSU. Find out why tonight on CTV.
Good evening and welcome to CTV. I'm Ryan Christ.
And I'm Marla Lundak. If you pay rent near CSU, you know how expensive it can be. But there's a chance for more affordable housing that could be built at the old Hughes Stadium site. In order to provide affordable housing for university officials, CSU is negotiating with housing developer Leonard Homes regarding the Hughes Stadium property. However, according to the Coloradoan, nothing specific about lower-cost housing has been added to the contracts yet. But both parties hope to come to an agreement before the 90-day grace period is up and the contract is official. Leonard Homes bought the land in January for $10 million and will likely create about 700 new properties. A 70-year-old man is missing in Rocky Mountain National Park. Park officials told the Coloradoan they do not expect to find James Pruitt of Tennessee alive. His car was parked at the Glacier Grove trailhead since Sunday. Chest-deep snow and high winds have caused problems for researchers. If you're planning on hiking in these weather conditions, it's recommended to bring a friend.
If you've ever wanted to go to a huge and free concert at CSU, the Associated Students of Colorado State are trying to make that happen. CTV's Ren Wadsworth has the details.
The Associated Students of CSU Senate hope to make the university a safer, more comfortable, and even a more fun environment for students and staff. Senator Nordstrom proposed a resolution that would keep untrained animals out of classrooms in an attempt to protect people from aggressive and uncontrolled dog behavior. She hopes to ensure the health and safety of students at CSU, as well as trained service dogs on campus. The bill was sent to the University Affairs Committee. The bill regarding Rocky Mountain student media was amended so the outgoing president will negotiate any changes made to the contract. The amended bill passed nearly unanimously. Changes may soon be coming to the way students and residents of Fort Collins live. Director of Community Affairs Yuval Rosenthal announced that City Council has begun moving on the Me+3 ordinance, which is an amendment to the U+2 law. This would be the most change to this law City Council has made in years. President Cyron and Vice President Sullivan agree it is due to Rosenthal's efforts in council meeting.
And that is, we will change U+2. I could not be more happy of Yuval, and I do not think that his report fully grasped the significance of what happened last night. No one has ever seen change so close.
The change would allow residents with more than 3 bedrooms to house people in those extra rooms. Students will soon be able to access the New York Times for free anywhere and anytime on campus, thanks to Chief of Staff Zachary Weishenpine's unbinding resolution passing in the Senate chamber. A concert for the students at CSU may soon be on the way. President Cyron introduced a plan to use student fee rollover money to fund an end-of-the-year concert. Cyron says he can negotiate between $120,000 and $220,000 for the event. He hopes the concert would show students their fees are coming back to them. But Cyron also hopes the concert would detract from the annual Undie Run. The concert would take place the same night as the Undie Run. President Cyron says vandalism and reports of sexual assault typically rise the night of the Undie Run. The concert would offer students an alternative. The plan was sent to both university issues and budgetary affairs due to the large sum of money.
The fact that we're looking at this opportunity right now to do something really amazing for the students, to do something really amazing for the CSU community.
For CTV, I'm Ren Wadsworth.
All opposed?
Students can expect to pay about $10 more in student fees next year, but that's just the beginning. The Student Fee Review Board is negotiating fee increase for the 2019-2020 academic year in the first meeting on Monday night. Counseling Services, Laurie Student Center, and Student Resolution Centers all received small increases to keep up with the rising minimum wage. Anyways, the ski season is wrapping up soon, but that doesn't mean the danger of snow is gone.
That's right. In fact, there's so much snow in the mountains right now, it caused a bit of a safety issue. Sydney, what's going on?
Well, Ryan and Marlo, earlier today, Highway 91 was closed due to an avalanche. I-70 has been closed twice this week due to avalanches, and the Colorado Avalanche Information Center recently upgraded their avalanche scale to extreme in the Vail and Summit County region. as well as the Saguache, Gunnison, and Aspen areas. We can take a look here to see a couple of the cities that are in danger and the danger risks that they are facing. Near the popular ski area Copper Mountain and Frisco, I-70 first closed due to an avalanche on Sunday night. Then on Tuesday, the Colorado Department of Transportation closed I-70 east and westbound for more than 9 hours because Mount Bethel spilled 8 to 15 feet of snow across the road. If you have any plans to go skiing this weekend, be sure to check daily reports for warnings of avalanches before you go. Stick around for your weekend weather updates coming up soon. Back to you two.
Thanks, Sydney. More on-campus housing is on its way for CSU students. The Ellsworth building will be torn down to make room for a new dorm called Meridian Village on Tuesday. The process started with a construction fence placed around the building. Deconstruction will begin later this spring and should finish in 2022. The village will span from Ellsworth to Newsom. Both buildings will be torn down to make room for the new dorm.
If you're looking for a location closer to campus to buy your groceries, then you might be in luck. A new Organic Grocer opened up just north of campus this past week. Lucky's Market opened their Fort Collins store location with their grand opening bacon cutting ceremony on Wednesday morning. The Natural and Organic Market, founded by 2 chefs in Boulder, now has 5 locations across the state.
Bo and Trish Sharon.
Thank you. We are so excited to be here in Fort Collins opening a store.
Lucky's Market teams up with organizations across Fort Collins to bring resources to those in need in the community.
We partner with people in Fort Collins. Our private label sales, the 10% goes back from all those private label sales back into those programs that fund our neighbors.
Programs like the Arc of Larimer County, Homeward Alliance, and Bike Fort Collins all receive funds through Lucky's in-store programs. The Lucky's Market website also provides impact reports to allow customers to view exactly how the store has given back to the community throughout the year.
So many people, I think it's 1 in 4 people in Fort Collins utilize the food bank. It's either 1 in 4 or 1 in 5, but that's your neighbor. That's like someone across the street. So I just love that Lucky's is so passionate about sharing food and partnering with people who have food accessibility issues.
Kroger Company, the parent company of King Soopers, invested in Lucky's in 2016, allowing the niche grocer to expand locations across the state, Midwest, and Southeast. The planning of the Fort Collins location has been in place since Sports Authority closed down in 2016. Now, after more than $3 million in renovations, the space is officially open and ready for Fort Collins residents. For some people, unprocessed and additive-free foods are a must, but that might not always agree with your budget, especially for college students.
Buying organic food is important to me. I think for a lot of college students, it's just a matter of affordability, and oftentimes, more than not, organic food is more expensive.
Buying organic food is really important to me because since moving out, I wasn't able to have all of the major food groups. I could only afford fast food, and so now I feel a difference in my health not being able to afford organic foods. So if organic foods were more affordable and more accessible, I would definitely pay more attention to it.
Yeah, I try to avoid it. It's a little more expensive than my budget, so yeah.
Not particularly, but I think that it is an important market for a lot of people. I think that should be cultivated and grown more, but for me, I just kind of buy whatever's cheapest.
I basically rely on King Soopers and what they have organically, but if there was, like you're saying, a new organic spot that's easy for students to go to, I would definitely hit it up.
I try to when I can afford it.
I think a lot of organic is just marketing, right, as opposed to it actually being something that's better for the environment or better for us. So I think if that changed and if it were actually like organic meant something more than just, hey, look, we didn't use pesticides, then I would definitely buy it.
Today, volunteers from Facilities Management emptied campus dumpsters to sort through and find out how much trash the dorms are actually producing.
Not like you. And it was great because we had to stay on this plane for another.
Which, according to the volunteers, is a truckload of trash. This audit happens each semester to get an accurate estimate of how much waste the campus produces each year. As they sort through the trash, management can also see how well students sort out their trash each year.
Some may just not care enough to sort out the waste, but it is definitely a challenge, and
like from us sorting it all day, we definitely know that a lot of people are not putting it in the right places.
It's a day to honor women around the world. Tomorrow, the Women's Caucus will host a celebration for the CSU community in honor of International Women's Day. Those interested in attending can find a mixer in the ASCSU Senate chambers from 1 to 3 in the afternoon.
It's not a puppy or a kitten, but it's still pretty cute. A baby shark will hatch on CSU's campus soon. The banded cat shark is located in Yates on the 3rd floor. This shark egg is called a mermaid pouch and has been developing for 90 days. The banded cat shark can grow to a maximum size of 3 feet. Typically with these sharks, people cut them out of their eggs since it takes 118 days to develop. But Porsche Robinson's, the head of all of the aquariums on campus, is letting them grow on their own. The baby shark even has a little bluefish friend to see if it's an aggressive shark or if it has the potential for cohabitation. To find out more about aquariums on campus or watch these sharks grow, you can contact the Aquarium Club at the email below. Well, thanks for spending part of your evening with us, Rams. But don't go anywhere because Jared Stratton takes a closer look at CSU's Pro Day and how Preston Williams measured up.